Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near...
Ugh.
Laid to bed. Huh? Time to shine! Show no mercy! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Overruled! Teamwork is dreamwork! Yoo-hoo! Get to work! Laid to bear. Huh? Everybody stand! Strike a pose! Show no mercy! Not you two! Time to end! Overruled! I'm going in! Yoo-hoo! Stop! Laid to bed. Let's light it up! Teamwork is shower me with grace! Get to work! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry, but...
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest...
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now. Found some more.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future.
Yeah, you're right. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check. Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans did leave details of their plans to survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a I think that should just...
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling. This cross between reality and the intent. It's like drifting between life and death. Or in and out of a dream. Using my own hands to manipulate illusions that are forever out of reach.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense. Definitely a novel experience.
What happens if my spirit just floats?
That won't happen. Anyway, I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were...
All right.
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of Sumeru as well?
Whoa! It's Sobek the Crocodile King!
Greetings, Crocodile King.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat with you about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sounds like you really care about her.
Yes, although to be exact, it is a mixture of both concern and curiosity that I feel.
Speaking of Nahida, Paimon was wondering how she's doing.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
I tried calling out to a pep, but there was no response. This can only mean that she is focusing all her energy on taking care of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that Apep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you or something.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king? Then you are learned indeed. I'm glad to know that Sumeru has the support of someone like you. At the end of his life, King Deshret tricked the Dendro Dragon into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of his sins. The Dendro Dragon despised King Deshret, yet he outwitted her. Rather than bringing disaster to the land, he chose to deceive her and thereby ensure his annihilation. The Dendro Dragon stands for the glory of a bygone era. She hated Al-Akhmar and what he represented. And so, her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as a great surprise indeed. It makes one wonder whether, perhaps, the Dendro Archon assisted her in the past.
Yep, Nahida did her a huge favor.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many long... As much as she loathes the Seven, Apep knows kindness when she sees it. No wonder she was willing...
Yeah, that's the sense we got from...
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexist. All of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you. Nothing will change her hatred towards humanity.
We'll keep that in... Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep? For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the... I'm alright, Paimon. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment...
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought not expect greater generosity.
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is, and how much hope it brings.
You dare appraise my...
No, I'm expressing my gratitude.
Awake already?
Pep, I feel much better.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with Irminsul and Sumer— If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you, as the god of this land, will be held responsible.
I understand what you require. But I would assume this task even if you did not demand. Sumeru is my responsibility.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary—
And yet, maybe it is precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom.
Then hold steady.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep? Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places, the Dendro Dragon has this—
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from.
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Keep them as trinkets? Booer, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from
Bold.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad that she has no...
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there. We made... Huh? Wait, that voice! It's... Uh-oh, I'm gonna... Well, that's a relief. A pair of safe hands.
The Dendro Archon's familiars. They are the
Huh? Wait, what are the Aranara doing? Obviously I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my... Oh, they seem pretty nervous. Not just people. It's all these non-human... I can't believe you made such a long and dangerous journey just for my sake. I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Once I'm done, I'll gather everyone to discuss our next steps. Traveler, Paimon, shall we find a place for our friends to stay? Awesome! Let's go! Well, first I have some questions. Okay, I think that covers...
Hi, Abyss Runner. Hello. Which server are you on, bro? Abyss Runner?
Hello, everyone. It's only us.
Asia. Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Let me just finish this dialogue.
It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here. Especially since you don't like the Beluga. everyone's here. Good. Are you okay? You look like you were about to pass out back there. And you're forgetting who I am. Don't... Red Oh, excuse me! I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. As we can see, the situation is critical, and everyone is very busy with their various tasks. I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru, processing excess information, and help. I can help too! Just let me... Up to no good? That traveler, Paimon. I have other work to attend to here that needs to take priority. No problem? Thank you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumer... There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you... Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people... Do not fear.
Okay, let's check your Ningguang.
Hey! The Fontanalia Film Festival should be happening over in Fontaine right now.
I started on Asia, then I switched to Europe because I forgot that I have an account on Asia server, and then I just restarted the whole thing. Huh? Wow. That's cute. See what unlucky. Mm. I will crazy sands, bro. Crazy sands. Uh, I think ये अच्छा हो सकता है थोड़ा पर डिफेंस भी है अच्छा है आ, ये फ्लावर थोड़ा सा talents 10, 7, 8 good talents. Lunar lingua. Interesting. Good build with it. My first account review. Columbina देखता है. Hmm. What happened to Chaska भाई? Chaska को क्या किया? लॉल इसको कोई आर्टिफैक्ट्स क्यों नहीं है? Chaska का आर्टिफैक्ट ग्राइंड चल रहा है अभी. ओके. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस आई गेस. मुझे भी चास्का पुल करनी थी पर मैं 50-50 हार गया फिर मुझे चांस ही नहीं मिला चास्का पुल करने का. 4180. नाइस नाइस. हम्म. ठीक है. ओह शिट. डैम इट. अनलकी फेदर. इसको आई गेस तो वो करना. क्या बोलते हैं उस पर वर्क को? क्या नाम था उसका? ईएम. भी अच्छा है ईएम इस पे. ग्रेट रेट. Oh shit. ये मैं काम चला हुआ है ये. सिट लाली भी है सपोर्ट के लिए. नहीं पता वो. सिट लाली अभी पुल करी है क्या तुम्हें? इसके आर्टिफैक्ट्स अपग्रेडेड हैं. निकोल निकोल भी मेरे पास नहीं है क्योंकि मैंने गेम छोड़ दिया था थोड़े टाइम के लिए. वो आज ही करी है. डैम भाई कांग्रेट्स. जहोड़ा भी नहीं है मेरे पास भाई. मैंने लास्ट फेब में खेला था तभी वापस आया वो एक हफ्ते पहले. नाइस 27 स्टार्स. 6-6 जहोड़ा कैसे हो? जहोड़ा 6-6 क्रेजी है. मेरे पास 0 भी नहीं है. निंगवांग निंगवांग बढ़िया भाई. मैंने किसी को निंगवांग बिल्ड करते हुए नहीं देखा आज तक. क्रेजी. निंगोंग का डैमेज कितना है तेरा लूनार से? लूनार क्रिस्टलाइज। चलिए 80 के ऑन डीपीएस। ओके 80 के। डैम अच्छा है डैमेज। पता है मैंने जब लीवे का क्वेस्ट करा था फर्स्ट टाइम के लिए मुझे पक्का लगा था निंगवांग 5 स्टार है। देन वो 4 स्टार निकली। डिसअपॉइंटमेंट हुआ था मुझे तो। निंगवांग वाज सपोज्ड टू बी 5 स्टार भाई। पता नहीं ऐसा क्यों गिरा उसके साथ। कॉन्स्टलेशन में अब कॉन्स्टलेशन है बस। अपनी पढ़ तो।
Let's head over and check it out.
पॉइंट है पॉइंट है। मे बी गेंशिन वाले वूवा जैसे 4 स्टार का 5 स्टार वर्जन निकाले। पर आई डोंट थिंक ऐसा होगा क्योंकि निंगवांग अब बहुत पुरानी कैरेक्टर होगी। बट सही है भाई तुझे जो कैरेक्टर पसंद है तो उसको बिल्ड करता है। लोग बस मेटा मेटा खेलते हैं आजकल। बैठा गया बाहर में लेकिन लिंगवांग से सिद्धार्थ गाइडेंस से ज्यादा डैमेज मारती। वही तो है, अच्छे बिल्ड के साथ और सपोर्ट के साथ कोई भी कैरेक्टर कर सकते हैं यार। लेकिन लोगों को इतनी मेहनत नहीं करनी है तो बस मेटा कैरेक्टर पुल करते हैं। मैं भी सोच रहा जब स्टेलर कंडक्ट का कोई सपोर्ट आएगा तो इसका बिल्ड है एक्चुअली मेरे पास अच्छा। पर टैलेंट थोड़े कम है। अनलेवल भी नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि भाई ये फार्म करने में बहुत आते हैं। मैंने एक बार यूएमिया भी बिल्ड करी बस लोगों की तो छोड़ दिया हाँ सेंट्रोने का कोई सपोर्ट भी नहीं है अभी और सरित्सा प्रोबेबली स्ट्रांग हो गई सेंट्रोने से तो 3 पैचेस में वो हो जाएगी बेंच हो जाएगी और तेरे पास नक्सड़िए लॉन्च ओके
Ah, everyone's here. What?
वैलिड
Dendro
पॉइंट
you're
अब
back.
इस फेवरेट कैरेक्टर कौन सा है तेरा अब इस रन ढूंढूं
Are you recovering all right? You
ऑफ
mustn't push
कोर्स
yourself too
मिंगवांग है भाई
hard.
मैं पूछ भी थी रहा माय बैड फॉर आस्किंग भाई मिंगवांग ही ऑफ कोर्स
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your concern.
वो टचिंग
I see. Using the power of Aru to reboot the Akasha and gain access to Ermin's soul.
और
It's a sound plan, although...
मेरी फेवरेट कैरेक्टर फरीना है और मैंने फरीना के लिए 2 बार उसका वेपन निकालने का ट्राई करा दोनों बार मैं हार गया 50-50
I regret to be the bearer of bad news, but with the state that Ermin's soul is currently in, it's impossible to access via traditional means. Even the Akasha won't change that.
Alas, we had feared this may be the case.
And what about non-traditional means?
बस मुझे ये मिला है फर्स्ट का एक थिंग मिला क्यों होता है नहीं दीदी करते हो कैसे दीदी करते खाने के बाद खड़े
I don't do anything related to this. I guess challenge many things. Maybe मैं कंपटीशन देने हूँ मुझे भी निगवांग बिल्ड करनी चाहिए जिसको
Non-traditional
कंपटीशन दूंगा
means?
Are you saying?
तो आई गए टॉप 10%.
Desperate times call for new
आकाशा
measures.
पे ना मैंने भी आकाशा बहुत टाइम से चेक नहीं करा मेरी निगवांग का बिल्ड देखते निगवांग निगवांग कहाँ पे लेवल 20 Hmm. Okay, not bad. Artifact selection. Hmm. आई गेस फिर तो और भी ऊपर जा सकते हैं ना, बस अगर मतलब रैंक के लिए, पर आई गेस ये प्रॉपर बिल्ड भी चाहिए। रैंक पे तो फिर अच्छा आर्टिफैक्ट लगा के कर सकते हैं। आर्टिफैक्ट ही नहीं हुई मेरे पास निंगवांग से तो क्रेजी। लाइक भाई मेरा बिल्ड चल, तो मेरा बिल्ड अप वो कर, रिव्यू रिव्यू माय बिल्ड कर। 19 क्रिट रेट, लेवल 1 वेपन। तो मेरे पास मटेरियल है अपग्रेड करने के लिए। हम्म। है ना 100 के इजी भाई। आई गेस मैं लेवल 50 तक कर सकता हूँ। फ्लावर सॉन्ग में बताऊँ। हम्म। मैंने एक बार कामिंग प्लंज टीम बनाने का ट्राई करा था। उसके लिए मैंने सेम पे build करा था, पर आई गेस वो प्लान फ्लॉप हो गया थोड़ा। अब इसका बिल्ड थोड़ा इधर उधर हो गया। फिर मैंने वॉन्डरर की भी टीम बनाई थी। फिर दिन
Relax.
वो लिनिया लिनिया का किट पढ़ना है मुझे। कैसे लिनिया नहीं मेरे को। ये थोड़े न्यू कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में मुझे कम पता है, क्योंकि मैंने खेला नहीं बहुत टाइम से। मैंने सुना था जीवा बहुत ब्रोकन थी, या अभी भी है।
The wind run.
We're here!
Ah, it's you. Is there a situation? The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people. In other words, there may well be a traitor among us.
फिर मैंने वो जीवा जितना डाला था। ओह, जीवा is a five-star version of New. Okay, makes sense.
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised.
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker, I trust you have a solution?
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer. What's in it for me?
Seven forty. धन्यवाद।
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in, an avenue to demonstrate your abilities could never hurt.
I like the sound of that. Glad we're on the same page.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru, practically no one at Caravan Rebot knows who you are.
I take it you've read the files on everyone in the area?
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees, and am more or less up to date on where everyone stands.
Any initial suspects?
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity could be viewed as suspicious. I've identified 3 names. The Aranara saw 2 people talking, but currently we only have 1 suspect. The other person was probably just a messenger, and in all likelihood has already left Caravan.
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation order. Anyone willing to turn back at this stage is almost certainly with the Fatui.
There's no way it was a spur-of-the-moment decision to act at a time like this. This spy must have been planted long ago. We need to smoke him out from wherever he's hiding.
Sounds like you have the beginnings of a plan. I see. Your suspicions are well-founded. I'd be watching him too if I were you.
So far, we still lack solid evidence that he's been bribed. He hasn't made any recent purchases that would indicate he came into some cash.
Then let's get closer to him to confirm before we make our move. I can handle it. I'm not based in Sumeru, so barely anyone at Caravan.
And you're certain you've never encountered this person in Nodcry?
I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had any direct contact with Sumeru mercenaries besides Jet. There's no way he could have seen my face before. Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal. If he raises any red flags, I'll bring him toward the main road.
Understood. I'll take it from there.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure working with you. Darker skin, scars, frequents the desert, and has ample combat experience. Nothing unusual about how he dresses or acts. What's that he's looking at? A coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here already left? I don't...
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebat all by yourself? The main group evacuated some time ago. Didn't you pass them on the road?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I told her to go on ahead and meet the client while I retraced our steps. I didn't think it would be so late by the time I found... And then there was a terrible sandstorm. I guess I must have taken a wrong turn, because I didn't see any large groups on my way here.
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side, could you describe this friend of yours?
Sure. She has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat and a white dress. You definitely know.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies. During this exceptional time, the Core of 30 are under orders to be extra cautious when dealing with unknown people.
I understand. Well, sir, is there anything else you need to know? If not, I'd better try and catch up with them.
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own. Why don't I give you a ride? I'm here to collect the last few people anyway. We have plenty of carts, so one more won't be a problem.
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer. I'll have to pay you for your trouble.
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll take you to join the rest of the group.
All right, thanks. Let me know if you need a hand carrying anything.
No need for that. I'm strong enough for both of us.
Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I could repay you. Guess it's my lucky day.
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's worth risking your life to get back? I hope for you.
I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But...
Oh, really?
We're in the antiques business. You understand? Some of our goods aren't acquired through the most legitimate means. We have to be very
Ah, no. Well, ma'am, in that case, it turns out that maybe there.
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap. Think carefully before you ask.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is, I have something that's.
Pure gold. That's quite something. How'd you come across it? Dig it.
If you look hard enough, there are many treasures to be found in the mausoleum of King Det.
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so he's on the lookout for an opportunity to make a quiet. Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands? I hope I won't be attracting the wrath of my competitors by helping you sell this.
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing some money. I'm under enough pressure as it is without having to deal with them. On the off chance anything went wrong, I'd never get my money back.
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with cash flow problems want to see. Well, in that case, I think we can work some.
As it happens, I'm just about done packing. Shall we make a move?
Sure.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
I certainly am. I don't know how this Huh?
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No, wait! What are you doing?
This is the coin? Good. Sadly, you won't have the chance to spend it.
Nicely done. Looks like Sumeru's Matra are a well-oiled machine nowadays.
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Thanks to you, we have secured the evidence. Here's what's gonna happen. Southeast from here, leeward side of the hill. That's where he's meeting his contact.
Great work. Candace tells me your interrogation skills are highly...
Hers are quickly catching up. She's improved a lot. Looks like it's over to you for the next step.
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be easier to...
Fine. I'll be quick.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Archon. Once you're done with this...
Got it. Will do.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
Gee, I don't know.
Okay.
Really? You do know this is a stealth operation, right?
Paimon, are you sure about this?
Well, Paimon at least wants to give it a shot. Like everyone says. Besides, being the best guide in Tibet has to count for something.
Fine. Join me if you want. But be warned. If anything...
No need! Paimon will be super careful.
Good. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's go.
Behold! The wind rises.
We're here. Now we wait.
Okay, yeah, cool.
What's on your mind, Paimon?
Huh? Oh,
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep.
What's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the traveler. Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd have to listen. If not...
Hat guy? Do you think Paimon is useless?
Yes,
What?
you think.
Where's that?
When we were in Notcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with a traveler every single day, Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the traveler got kidnapped that time. What if he never came back? What would Paimon do then? And the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a friend who's actually useful.
Paimon,
Does that
I
make any
get
sense?
you.
You know, that feeling of just being completely useless and...
You asked the right person. But I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start doubting yourself, you have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, so ask yourself, what do you want? To get stronger? To learn more? Something's not right. Paimon, is it just me? Or is it a little too quiet?
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour. If nothing happens, we head back.
Okay. How strange. We've been here for ages. What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this whole situation. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up. Yet somehow, his contact is a no-show.
How would they know to do that? Wouldn't they at least send someone here to check things out?
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. This feels all too familiar.
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still like to start by saying how grateful I am to each and every one of you. Thank you all.
Shesipank and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace.
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Now that it's really happening, time has taken many things away. But that which remains...
I must say, there is one thing that you appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusanali. But even so, I can sense that the life force given...
Oh no! So even a Pep's power didn't...
Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well. The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the... Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence. When gods pass away, inevitably, people's faith in them grows weaker. You must have sensed it already. Your power is not what it once was.
Regrettably, this is true.
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul. Right now, we're all in quite a sorry state.
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get. Sumeru is our shared home. You and I, gods and humans alike. We must unite all our strength in the...
Though Al-Ahmar is no longer with us, the alliance between the three gods remains in force. Regardless, as subjects of our king, we have a responsibility to support Sumeru through this... Not to mention that it was the people of Sumeru who released us from this prison of Aru. Times have changed, and the people of today possess greater wisdom than those of the past.
You really know how to give a rousing speech, Go.
Now then, let us...
The brightest minds of the Sumeru Academia are busy opening and renovating Aru. They claim it has something to do with
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But during the Age of the Dragons, it did not possess the significance it holds today. After the Heavenly Principles arrived, The power of the Light Realm was divided into elemental energy, and Irminsul was refashioned as a device that records and since then, everything in this world has been inextricably linked to it. As the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. To Sumeru, it is both a national treasure and undeniably Tevad has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis in Notcry, which forced Sumeru to be even more vigilant than usual. I made sure to monitor all the pathways through which an outsider could potentially transmit themselves into Irminsul. But despite my efforts, a major problem still arose within. I still believe that someone has actively invaded Irminsul. But rather than taking any of the pathways I referred to, the intruder chose instead to utilize the most direct route. And the only one that can by entering Irminsul through—
I see what you mean. You cannot simply stop all deceased souls from returning to the ley lines because of a potential invasion that could occur at—
That's right. As important as it is to guard against external threats, I couldn't allow myself to—
Please, understand how difficult this predicament was for the Dendro.
Defense has never been an easy—
After Irminsul was invaded, my authority was quickly restricted.
I'm sure you feel responsible, but you are not to blame. No one can predict every possible disaster.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to endure this. We must find a way to break through the lockdown and connect to Irminsul.
And this is why you need Aru.
Yes. The only thing in Sumeru capable of rivaling Irminsul in terms of overall function and performance, all I managed to do before falling into a coma was make some minor adjustments to Irminsul. Using Aru is a last resort, and a move that comes with enormous risks. The Scholar's initial plan was to borrow Aru's power to reboot the Akasha, then use the Akasha to connect to Irminsul and investigate. Unfortunately, Irminsul has suffered far greater damage than they first thought, rendering that plan futile. To rise to the challenge, we had to resort to more extreme and far costlier means. This has led to a number of new contingency plans. To reclaim Irminsul, our brightest scholars have made further modifications to Aru with multiple goals in mind. I thank you all for giving them your blessing in this endeavor.
Human wisdom has clearly improved over the millennia. You have not only our support, but that of the Jinn, the Aran—
Together, we will do everything in our power to—
By the way, when you spoke earlier of an intruder, it almost sounded as if you knew who you were dealing with and what they were—
Well—
Damn.
Master Tainari! What is that?
45 days
Is
में
this
fight.
Ermin's
जब ये
soul?
तो हाथ
How
तीनों
did this
ही
happen? What's going on in...
Luckily, we managed to evacuate every—
What in the world was that?
Oh my. I understand.
Not once over the millennia has Irminsul been—
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has always been hidden away, going unseen by the general populace. But now, an evil intruder is making it reveal itself. It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged experiment has advanced to a new stage.
Blasphemy. From where I stand, an experiment in the name of blasphemy sounds rather But if we are to honor Dottores' will, this is what we must do.
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt that this incident is connected to him. But to explain the situation in full, there is someone I need to tell you about.
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once. A man of supreme arrogance. So this is where it has taken him.
But didn't Dottore die and not cry? How is he still able to do all this?
He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so, I'm still unclear as to how he has been able to wield such a profound influence over Irminsul.
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of mutation. Evil branches are beginning to... Sorry. I couldn't think of any other word to describe it. They don't seem to be fully formed physical entities yet, after all. But they are...
A baleful tree, climbing.
Speaking of Dottore, I have some information on... I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole wasn't cut off after he was caught. They wrote him off from the beginning.
You mean, the Fatui never intended to follow through with him? Then why plant a mole at all?
It's hardly a conventional strategy, and the rationale behind it is pretty twisted. But as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, his goals are very simple. He's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact alone confirms that Dottore is involved.
There is still much to be done. Everyone, please remember our core strategy.
As per the discussions, the following groups must act immediately. Mr. Alhaitham and Mr. Kave, the next phase of the Aru renovation project must begin right away. Godspeed to you both.
We'll give it everything we...
The plan looks feasible, but the implementation will require certain resources.
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will help to procure the materials required for modifying the terminal.
No problem. I've already spoken with Sethos and Hat Guy, and they've agreed.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right? Hat.
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people for the job.
Following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed. Ms. Dory, I assume you're the one most familiar with the status of this project. Aside from the Dendro Archon, of course.
Yep, that's right. Leave it to Lord Sung.
Got it. Well, I'd like Madame Farazan, Kale, and Nicole to support Dory on the technical side.
You can count on us. Will do.
Rest assured.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties.
You bet.
Good. I believe that covers everything. Tainari will provide ad hoc support.
Poor Tainari. Must be tough being Nephis' student. Getting bossed around all day.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm nominally here as backup, I doubt there will be many situations where my help is needed.
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, you and I will head to the border between Sumeru and Natlan. Once that task is complete, I'll be asking some of you to accompany me to the
Eternal Oasis? I thought that was just...
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal affair. Unfortunately, Sumeru is all... So regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves.
No point putting too much pressure on yourselves.
Right. Especially you, Dendro Archon.
Don't worry about me. The Dendro Dragons...
Plus, we'll be there every step of the way. Nahida will be just fine.
Yes. I believe in myself. And I believe in every one of you. Well, time to get going.
To what extent we can implement the final plan depends on how successfully the Akasha can be modified and configured. And to make sure the configuration works, Aru will also need some further optimization.
Yeah, no surprises there.
Once we roll this out, any Sumeru citizens who already have Akasha terminals can simply continue to use their existing device. This still leaves us with a significant equipment shortage, though. Many groups of people were never issued Akasha terminals, including mercenaries, the desert folk, and many others.
We'll need a supply of rare materials for the renovation of Aru and the production of new terminals. Right now, the best place to source these locally is from the primal constructs within King Deshret's mausoleum. Time is not on our side here.
The Aru merge and renovation project will have to be carried out by you two. Everything's riding on this, so failure is not an option. As discussed, General Mahamatra Sino and Mr. Hatguy will source the required. Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum. With him accompanying them, things should go quite smoothly.
I have every confidence. In the meantime, we may as well take a breather.
Makes sense. There's not much we can do until the materials arrive.
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp? Knock it off.
It's just Sino being Sino.
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess primal constructs, dismantle them, and extract the required materials.
And King Deshret's 7 pillars agreed to this?
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use. Thoth's words.
Behold!
Way ahead of you! To Al Akmar!
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! You stand condemned!
Squall and Fury! Bow your head!
Excuse me?
The wind rises. Too slow. Squall and Fury!
Futile!
This team भाई
Know your place.
ये क्या ट्रायल टीम है? What the fuck?
Judgment is upon you. Guilty! You stand condemned! I'm used to it. These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
wind rises. Quit following me. Squall and Fury.
Way ahead of you. Sage's wisdom.
Surrender. The wind rises.
Excuse me. Glory to Al-Akmar.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due.
Guilty.
How many do we need again?
Enough to make an Akasha terminal for everyone who doesn't own one.
I remember you telling me how revolutionary these Akasha terminals were.
The Academia declared the Akasha to be the most powerful and comprehensive wisdom dissemination system in history.
That certainly sounds impressive.
Neither Hat Guy nor I have ever had.
Well, if it all goes to plan,
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. You've really outdone your... I'm well aware what a bumpy, dangerous journey it must have been. Now, I would have loved to oversee the process myself, but of course, those of us who know the plan can't leave the mausoleum.
Back chat.
Oh, trust me, I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. Simply flawless work. But will you really be needing all of this? According to our plan, yes, this is the quantity required. I have no complaints about the quality either. Only the price. So expensive.
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of your own pocket.
Oh, that's an exaggeration. The Academia provided most of the funds. I just offered a small token of my goodwill. Of course, the real tragedy is how little profit I'm making on this. You know, it's a serious crisis when you can't even make money out of it. It's really quite a beautiful design. And I'm intrigued by how such a diminutive device is able to output the power of the Light Realm.
Did you attend the lecture on Light Realm energy, Madame Farzan? I don't believe I saw you there.
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm, elemental and abyssal energy, as well as the relationship between the three.
Good to know. Master told me in private that the conversion process between Light Realm energy and elemental energy involves highly classified knowledge that shouldn't be disseminated too widely. But even so, the scholars still shared said information.
Well, you can't enforce a rule that everyone breaks. Is that the idea?
At first, the Dendro Archon was reluctant to explain it in great depth for safety reasons. Later, she came to terms with it, and simply informed my master that we would all have to face the question of survival together. To protect someone from such dangers means keeping them in the dark. But for someone to know and embody the wisdom within, they must understand its very essence. It's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by knowing the facts. And just like bait, it lures us in by offering us the solution to our problems. But if you're not careful, you'll end up pursuing it down a dark path. A tricky problem. But today, this big problem has been broken down into many smaller, more trivial ones.
What do you mean?
Ah, I get it. For instance, you and I share secret knowledge, while she and I take on the risks of life, death, and fate. Something like that?
Hey, what? That is not what I call
I
a
think that-
trivial problem.
भूखी लगी थी हमको बहुत क्या लीजिए डायबिटिक हाथ का पड़ा है क्या बड़ी उसके
Well, as they often say in Bahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our research tends to be a lot more personal, I have to disagree.
हमारे हाथ
It's hard to
बहन लोग
dismiss the
फोन
individual as insignificant.
In other words, the big problem of survival has been broken down into many small, interconnected factors, and each one of us represents one of those factors.
हेलो
When the
जैसे
same
उठा
secret
लिया
is shared with a group of people, the same fate
बड़े बाबू
binds them
के
together.
लिए
Most people would find this unimaginable, but to us scholars, this is the path that has always beckoned to us.
तो धीरे बात कर, बल्ला नहीं करते.
Sharing knowledge is a good way to fight against fate. I will always believe in that. All right. I think that's everything.
Thanks a lot. But don't go anywhere just yet. I'll still be needing you to calibrate the equipment.
5 किलो की ट्रॉफी लेके 5 किलो वेट लो
Scanning.
कभी ये ट्रॉफी नहीं मिली मिली तो ये वेट लो
Come at me. Okay, the materials are ready. We can proceed with the next phase. Oh, Hatham, how are you getting along?
Most of the information in Aru is written in ancient desert scripts. Some of
Not lost to history.
Some are. All we can do is infer the meaning based on the rules of related languages. Although, this section actually fills in some of the missing historical record. I'm transcribing it so we can bring it back to the academia.
After Aru started up, 2 more lines of text appeared here. Can you read them?
Humans may not read what is written by the gods, except by not reading. Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has external borders.
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? Or is it being symbolic? You can't read it unless you don't read it. Victory is wisdom. Knowledge is confined by borders. Wait, I think I've got it. It's a metaphor, isn't it? It's talking about
a chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
Have the secrets buried in the desert not been unearthed over the years all the same? Since Aru is a place reachable through wisdom, this day was bound to come sooner or later.
Oh, I've always been against overly cryptic sentences. Don't you get tired of reading and writing all that?
Ah, it's you 3. Just in time. We've been delving deep into Aru, and now this board has appeared.
I've heard this was how you'd while away your free hours. You must be quite the experts by now in that case.
It is true. King Deshret's chess games are some of the most well-loved of all his wonderful creations. If you have ever been to Safhe Shatranj, you may well be familiar with the chess pieces you see here.
Is this chessboard supposed to be another visualization of the interior of Aru, then?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready. Only by completing the challenge on the board in—
1 second. It's not dangerous, is it?
Dangerous? Why, yes, of course.
I should be the one to go, then.
हमारा
Wait for me
original
here.
बोलते थे
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed off on you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that means I have to.
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically requires 2 players. Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe is in your bet.
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling.
Ah, but Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whippersnappers.
Thank you. Obviously, we'll still try to be careful. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess. Is the goal to defeat the opponent?
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials we have placed there.
Ready?
Let's do it.
रोज-रोज हॉस्पिटल में पिया देना ही है मुझे। Another door, रोज हॉस्पिटल वालों पिया देना है।
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct, living on in suitcase form of all things. Amusing.
Ho-ho! Excellent work.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct, living on in suitcase form of all things. Amusing.
Ho-ho! Excellent work. Now is the time for my trial. Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Now is the time for my trial. Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really? Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Done.
Finally. But seriously, that was incredible. Standing on the chessboard felt completely different from... Oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just me, or were you giving us quite a lot of guidance?
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations. Bravo!
In addition to the existing functions, I'd like to, since Aru's interference shield can cover the entirety of the mausoleum, it should be possible to extend its range even further. Perhaps you can find a way.
So, building upon the existing functions to...
I'm with you! Imagine for a moment, what would the ideal outcome look like if this function were compatible with the devices?
I agree. This is the best solution possible. Please, everyone, we beg you to help us.
Me, oh my. Well, since you ask so very nicely, I suppose... Goti? Croco? What do you say?
Naturally.
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida!
There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She shows great wisdom in guiding others, and she has already sent word to Natlan on the... She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free, and she is more than willing to accompany the people of Sumer...
Oh, yes, Nicole! Always super patient and left out she is.
Well, time for us to get going.
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It complete, but why? Why separate? And if I'm not mistaken, Ermin's...
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing,
That voice. Mawika! You got here pretty quickly.
Hello, traveler. It's been...
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to meet up. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried by the Traveler. The real Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the Doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty...
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the heavenly principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons in Natlan were at the height of their power. So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a translation from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As long as, like this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. That is what caused the barrier to the heavenly principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.